Remember, the Commonwealth Games has been giving us a shocker after shocker. This particular accident happening about 2 hours ago, but right in the morning, there was a shocker that came in right from Mike Fennell. CNN IBN has also now accessed details of the meeting between Commonwealth Games delegates and organizers. Remember, it's at this point in time that the delegates had actually raised a whole host of questions about the preparedness of this particular village. The Federation had actually presented photo evidence of a stray dog. Yes, a stray dog jumping on a bed in the Games village. Quite naturally, the Federation now wants all stray dogs to be removed from the village. The Canadian delegation had actually said that external parts of the tower were full of rubbish and exposed wires that were posing a huge risk to the safety of the players, of other officials. Delegates from England and Scotland say that they saw workers sleeping on beds which were meant for the players. The organizing committee has tried to answer a whole host of those questions. Both Lalit Bhanot and Major Darbir Singh present at that conference. Digvijay Singh Deo, you heard him ask that question about really the shocking state of affairs. Digvijay, but it's ironic. They still don't seem to think that it's shocking enough.
Yes, and that's what is really hurting a lot of us, because if you remember on the 16th, when there was a soft opening, everyone from the media was invited and they were taken and they were shown these a few towers, and the rest they were said were under lock and key. Why this deception? That's the first question that they did not answer. Interestingly, the day after that, I have with me minutes of the meeting on 17th, and in which Canada has said that there is stray dogs and fakers everywhere, and also that they've said that as of today they will not bring their athletes into this environment. Also, New Zealand on that same day, on the 17th, these documents here with me are minutes of that meeting. On 17th they say that a dramatic change was required, as it looked like telling the athletes, you are not welcome. There is one more interesting thing in these ones which we have, and that's on the another meeting at 5:30 on the 18th of September. In that, it's also raised that health issues were raised when an OC staff was witnessed urinating openly in a public area. So these are a lot of issues which they brought up. Mr. Bhanot said in this press conference that it depends on your level of hygiene and what we consider acceptable. To which my question was, Mr. Bhanot, how can you say that our level of hygiene is acceptable when Mr. Mike Fennell this morning said that there was excreta in the bathrooms? This question was not answered. They said that everything is being taken care of.
Yes, adding to what you're saying, also Lalit Bhanot pointing to the fact that it's an unoccupied area. Standards of hygiene are going to be different from standards of hygiene of other delegates. But these minutes of meeting, the fact that they've taken photo evidence, the fact that they are so shocked that this is what they encountered at the Commonwealth Games village. But Digvijay, give us a full picture. Is this just part of the story? Is this problem really in a sense of just a couple of residential quarters that the delegates just managed to see? Or is this really the overall situation of the Commonwealth Games village?
Well, all the delegates who have come were taken to the Games village and shown their residential quarters. Now, when we went to the Games village, a lot of towers, a lot of rooms were under lock and key, and we were told that the Delhi police has sealed it. It's later when these delegates from New Zealand, from Canada, from Scotland who went there and opened the rooms, then they saw the level of what was going on inside. I have seen a few photos. Those photos unfortunately have not yet been shared with the media. Those photos paint a very stark picture and a very dirty picture. We've seen photos of sinks which will be used in the bathrooms, totally covered with pan stains, the toilets completely dirty, and we were even shown that in the shower area there was a lot of dirt there. These all issues were brought up, and this is the question which has to be asked. I was told by sources in the organizing committee that these issues were known a month back. Why then has it taken a month for this thing to be cleaned? The fact of the matter is, when you look at a games village, when the athlete comes to a country, I have covered a few games in the past, and I know that the first impression is what the athlete carries back. It's how well he is received at the airport, and secondly, how he adjusts to life in the games village. Now, this games village was built by the DDA and a private builder, EMR MGF, and these flats are very costly. They will be sold after the games. It is the duty of these authorities to ensure that when you hand over such buildings to the organizing committee, they should be spotless and ready to be moved into. Unfortunately, that was not the case, and it seems that the organizing committee has had to take over these venues because they were not ready, but because they had no time.